Hey everyone, Teehashee here, back with you for another thought process BattleTech gameplay commentary, and we are looking at um, uh, Mechder a little bit more. Last time we were on, we thumbed through most of these missions and decided that they were pretty decent options. And so here we are, getting ready to jump back in there and get some more of them done. This team served us pretty well on the last run, and this one will probably be an easier mission than that one. So we'll take another stab at it. I guess before I forget, we did shed one pilot. I think we already checked the hiring hall here, but let's just check really quick. Not seeing much of anything though. Booker, Zatorian, Petty Criminal, and Convict. Pretty similar to Peace, who we just let go. Let's look at some of these guys just for a second. Four, 3, slightly better in my opinion. Okay, so we got someone from the Combine, a pirate recruit, and a merchant ship crew member. This guy sounds like he's done all sorts of different stuff. It doesn't seem like there's too much to show for it here, so I might wait. But this isn't a terrible spread, like when you compare it to this, like a gunnery of 2, training that guy is going to be a nightmare. Where this is pretty solid, and this person still has all of their slots available. So I guess I'll change my mind. We'll pick him up and we'll give him a fair shot. I can't remember how much we invested in Peace, but it was quite a bit before his before he shot himself in the foot, basically. All right, here we go with this again. I'm gonna dive into getting that salvage, and we're gonna go with the goal of bringing home as much salvage as we can out of this. There are definitely some like pure salvage builds. As you guys probably know at this point, we're doing a kind of RP thing though, and so basically everything that we're doing in the game can be done better. So if you've seen criticisms or have criticisms about the way that I've been playing, that's all fair enough. That's okay. But for right now, we're just doing this for fun, exploring the game and having a good time. Loading screen hopes and dreams. I guess I could fill you guys in. I did have my medical appointment this morning, and without going into it too much, I basically got what I needed out of it, and so is the military. And so this, if you're listening from the future, this was made while I was still enlisted with the Air Force, and you know, it's always complicated dealing with changes in your health in the military because your state of health has a lot to do with a lot to do with the jobs that you can do. And so, but everyone's adapting. Everyone's also been really cool. I'm not a recruiter. you know, I don't want to recruit for any branch of the military for various reasons. But what I will say is that if you're already in the Air Force or if you're already considering the Air Force, uh, they've done right by me, and I'm hoping that before I'm out, I also do right by them. Uh, Other than that, you know, we're gonna go um, test drive this Firestarter a little bit. The last mission we did, about 3/4 of the way through the mission, we ran out of ammo, and we're considering um, putting in a full ton of MG ammo, but I'm pretty against that idea because running out of ammo too early, unless it's just like a dependent weapon, which machine guns just aren't, you just don't depend on machine guns that much. You can definitely. It's good that you're running out of ammo with them. It means that you've used them. Okay. Significant enemy strength with possible reinforcements. This is interesting. Commander, my superiors. This is High Lady Kamea Arano, so her superiors might be the magistracy. Technically, have a lot of sway over her decision making. Have sent me to provide support. My people will engage the targets alongside you. Once we eliminate them, we'll proceed to our evac LZ. Seems simple enough. Um, we want to try and keep these folks alive. Let's see what we've got with us. A Centurion Alpha, a Crab 20, a Crab 20, and a Centurion Alpha. Um, I mean, that's all. Those are all long-range mechs in my estimation. Long-range for inner sphere mechs, at least. So, and we're pretty fast, pretty mobile lance of well-armored mechs. So what I think we're gonna do is let's just get in there. And they will fire support for us. It might take them some time to catch up, but they do have fire support. So, and all we really have to do is crowd control them and keep them on the back foot, which I feel like is doable enough. So, probably going to have Behemoth jump into those trees. Teehashee is not jumping into any trees. He's going to get in there. And then probably something like this for the Orion. We're definitely missing our Marauder, but it'll be back. $30 tons, 60 tons, 40 tons. It's not that threatening a lance. That's an assault mech. I kind of feel like it's a stalker because we haven't run into a stalker yet. It's either stalker or a battle master. I don't know. Battle masters are very common as far as assault mechs go. It's basically just the big thunderbolt, so it could be that. What we want to do more than anything is waste their movement. These guys are coming in hot. Assassin 21. That thing barely seemed to move. That might be a good primary target to open on. Assassins are pretty frail as well, so I bet we could get away with taking it down. I wish you guys had started firing your LRM-10s. That would have been... I'd have considered that a personal favor. 60 tonner went up on that building. Pretty much can't ignore that. I bet we could have Behemoth destroy that building, and if not, we can have Medusa finish it. And then we'll have our big kids shoot the assassin. It was a large laser. I think it must be a stalker. Stalkers have large lasers, where more typically the blurgs have PPC on their arm. I could be wrong about that, but my track record's decent so far. Probably jumping forward and back up and on and off of this isn't a bad strat. 80 damage, that's not too difficult either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be 80 damage. I think I'll turn my lasers off and I'll shoot this building, and if it doesn't go down, I will finish it with Medusa, like I said. I guess we've got some multi-target with us as well. Nope, it worked. Okay, so that was exceptionally tough on that mech, which is what we like to see. What if we jumped something like this? It doesn't have much evasion, but we could very easily wipe its evasion off just by making the right kind of attack to it. An LRM5. It's probably fine. Yeah, that assassin is quite frail. So yeah, no evasion for next time. I think we'll just get the fire starter in here. We can do some ace pilot stuff as well. I think we'll just turn him loose and see what happens. There's a lot of damage. Just save our points for salvage. That's a ton of damage anyway. Yeah. Dead. Okay, here come more bad guys, which is fine by me. I think we're in good shape. The only real risk is that they'll probably be dropping right on our friendly lands. We might be able to come support them if that's the case. They're kind of back here with us, and our friendlies are still on the way, so that's not too big a deal. We probably could get away with doing a knockdown. This is funny. I don't know why this graphic is doing that or if it's actually on purpose, but it's definitely reminding you that he's he's hiding in a building. Alright, well, we'll go for this play. It might be a mistake. Nope. It wasn't. In fact, it seemed like a lot of that damage was superfluous, actually. We're gonna reserve until he stands back up. Yeah, it is a stalker. Yeah, suddenly I consider it now, knowing that it is a stalker and that would be great salvage. I consider it a little bit unwise to be going for this quick draw. What we'll try and do is we'll try and leg it. Some shots went into the leg. It's kind of a pain that these guys stopped sprinting in. I mean, it's fine, and it's alright that they are taking their time with this. It's just kind of hurting us in the long run, if that makes sense. Just back Behemoth up a little bit. There we go. Okay. So that's 2 mechs down already. That's a pretty good start. Can you guys do LRM stuff, please? Thank you. Alright. I think I can get direct line of sight on him. I can. Probably don't really need to be careful with him either. Or we don't want to. The thing that we don't want is the stalker to alpha strike the fire starter, which he might. It's probably what I would do. We got lots of precision strike. I think we'll just put it either into his head. That's a lot. Yeah, we'll just shoot for the head. Why not? That was a good shot. Alright, here comes the stalker. Let's see what he's gonna do. LRM strike. I don't think stalkers are pretty slow, and if they don't have jump jets, I don't think the line of sight was good. Maybe. I don't really know though, because I have SRMs typically as well. All right. We have eyes on a Vulcan, got a 50 tonner, 55 tonner, 50 tonner. That's not that threatening a lance. The only thing that's a shame is the stalker, which we do want to salvage, is in the first lance. Firestarter doesn't have any heat problem at present. Not in range. That's kind of a shame because I gotta move the Firestarter now. Let's see. That's okay. The other thing is we could position ourselves in a way that it would be kind of hard for him to walk around to us if he decided melee was where it was at. Kind of a tough call though, because we get a lot more evasion. Doesn't really count for in melee though. Doesn't count for as much at least. We'll do this. Pretend like we're smart. So here, see this loadout? I mean, stalkers are a real threat. They are no joke at all. 2 M10, 2 S or M6s, 2 large lasers, 4 medium lasers. That's that alpha strike that he did not do. You know, that would have been a good play. Just saying. So we'll kick him in the cheek. Here comes the javelin. He's got big ideas. He does have big ideas. Behemoth. It looks like there's forestation down there. So I might jump her down. I'm pretty sure there's a jump I can do that keeps me with line of sight on the javelin. Not really looking like it though, is it? This is forest somehow. Okay. Forest somehow. Don't ask me. I'm not in charge of this. I'm not the one who's supposed to have answers, right? That's right, isn't it? Looks like there's some headshots in there. Yeah. Maybe Decker can finish him off. Okay. Wolverine 6R. Definitely could be trebuchets in there. That would be a concern. I guess, no. Wrong button. Basically one hit from anything is gonna be curtains. Another missile went in there, but it wasn't enough, apparently. Basically can't believe it. Yeah, see, they do have trebuchets. That's a 7K, though. That's the Bizarro House Carita one. Look at that thing. It's like the, and it's got like nothing on its hands. It's like the fembots from Austin Powers. You guys can look, you can explore that reference for yourself. Alright, I could go punch this javelin. Already fairly invested in it not getting punched, but since when has that ever stopped me? God, that's annoying. Really kind of needs to die, though. Nice knowing ya. We'll have fun shooting the stalker in the head. Oh. Centurion has sensor lock. I think we only need one salvage from the Enforcer to finish one. That's the weird thing about this trebuchet, is it's kind of like an Enforcer. Here's this big boy. Okay. The Stalker's definitely not committed to making those big plays. I think we'll let the Aranos, since we've got our defenses set up, we'll let the Arano Restoration show up a little bit and take some heat off of us. Here they come. Like kind of a glancing blow with that laser. I think it's only one flamer, yeah. Why would you ever put one flamer on things? Like, I get lore-wise it's anti-infantry, but I can't remember the last BattleTech game that I played where infantry was represented in any capacity. Now it's like, now these loadouts still exist for tradition's sake, and that's a terrible reason to do anything. Alright, I think I'm gonna jump her now, and that's gonna scare and confuse them. We'll just give them the old SRM suite. Must be a decent pilot, because that stalker is pretty planted. Yeah, aren't you clever with your bizarre chest-mounted guns? I think we'll just let her rip on that side. Obviously, no matter where you hit on the stalker, you're going to hit something that it doesn't want to lose. But the way the guns are dispersed across the torso, or across the chassis, I should say, is done really well. Because like if you knock off an arm, yeah, knocking off an arm is serious, but it's still got more guns elsewhere, and it's not going to be the end of the world. Probably gonna go punish this enforcer for jumping on that building. I might do some ace pilot stuff as well, which would be also fun. 60 damage. That's 60 damage just in lasers. We could save the MG. But again, I don't know why you would, other than like for punchy punch business, I guess. But empty your ammo stores. It's a threat until you do. Dumping rounds into the trebuchet. Sure, that went very differently in his head. Okay, Decker. We're pretty extended, so I think we'll just walk away from that situation. And vent our coolant. And shoot this guy in the face. Couple shots went in. What was that, like 70 something damage? The melee on the stalker is not that impressive. I don't like where the fire starter is positioned, especially because there's so many threats close to it. I mean, we really could do some ace pilot shenanigans like we said we were gonna. Probably it's tempting to go up there, but we'll definitely have to do some jumpy jetty stuff if we do that. Yoink. We'll do this instead. Okay. I mean, we still have the ability to dump our coolant, so I think I want to do a jump instead. Is this a 5? No. It just hurts their line of sight. I don't know if that's that much of an advantage. I'd rather them shoot at the Kentaro than the back of the Enforce or the fire starter. But oh well. Pretty much dead on that torso, so we'll go ahead and fire our SRMs at it. I think they're shooting it in the back, which isn't great news. Maybe I can have Teehashee punish that play there. Oh no, 10 heat, whatever will I do? Definitely need more mechs with single flamers on them. That seems like a solid enough move. Whoops, that was kind of weird. I get the impression that we can't quite see the building that he's sitting on. We can see him fine. I mean, we could definitely make him regret being in a Vulcan. I've got mixed feelings about the Vulcan. I've had very good times in the Vulcan in MechWarrior 5, but also have had very bad times in the Vulcan as well. In like in both games. Alright, they're shooting at the Uranos, which is only a good thing for us. I think I'll reserve the Orion until the Stalker moves. Looks like he got a shot through, but we must have evaded one of them. Boom. The Urano guys are not playing around. They'll definitely kill that Stalker if they get a chance. Another mech on a building. We'll have a chance to make these guys regret this the next turn. Here goes the Stalker. Oh, he did his Alpha Strike. I think for the most part our positioning was alright anyway, so it didn't matter. Alright, well, let's walk up here and knock one of these buildings down. And I'll put myself in better position to shoot him in the face. That building has no health. Let's turn the LRM5s off. I mean, that's 100 damage. That's still a lot there. Let's try this, see if we can get away with it. Okay, we do need to move the fire starter. Can I do something sneaky and get in here? That's on another level. That's a that parabola. We're gonna do this just because it's gonna look amazing. Woo! Okay. Well, that was funny. Turn our medium lasers off, and we're gonna try for this headshot. These kind of guns seem to hit the head fairly often. Doesn't seem like even if we did, we'd do enough damage, but we'll give it a shot. We broke a lot of stuff. MGs are empty, which is fine. The Kentaro, I guess we'll have the Kentaro destroy this building. I don't know what kind of line of sight we need, but it doesn't really matter. $100 damage. Probably it would be smart to shoot everything to make sure that happens. Here we go. Ooh, he went down from that. Lol. That stalker. he's gonna die. I'm sorry. I tried to murder you humanely. Right? That's what we're doing here. Alright, Decker. Either you're gonna get this done right now, or it ain't gonna happen. We're gonna turn it all on. It's gonna be damage. Damage is coming in. There's a head destroyed. Alright. Perfect. My hero, Decker. That should be R5, because we also lagged that. That was kind of a neat play. We also lagged that quick draw, so that should be all the salvage. The rest, should be pretty much no mercy mode. And that's just fine by me, because we're going to be punching dudes. With real big boys. Oh no. Can you imagine? Because the Cyclops just straight up has like combat fist. Like it just reach down and just crush that leg like it was a peanut. Alpha strikes. Alpha strikes from the crab aren't terribly impressive. They're a lot better just like poking stuff from afar, really. Or what am I trying to say? It just doesn't add that much damage compared to how safe you can keep the mech just by staying far away. You missed with your flamer, sir. Or ma'am. These guys are having a pretty bad time, though. This is the after combat report for the directorate is gonna be it's like we sent in 2 lances, we had a mixed lance and a medium lance, and they had a mixed lance and a medium lance, and they absolutely bodied us. We didn't destroy anything. All right, Medusa. His heat is still really high. Probably just gonna have him run in and punch a dude. So this is on the legless side, and I'm pretty sure if you hit the leg under those circumstances, you can cause the mech to fall over again. Boy, this is some crazy graphics as well. Huh, I don't know. Maybe they did away with that mechanic, or I'm just thinking of a mechanic that doesn't actually exist. All possibilities. So what I kind of like to do, I'm not too thrilled about this guy shooting me in the back over and over again, but I'm pretty sure I can leg this thing. Theoretically, at least. So it's good shooting. Very good shooting. Yeah. My face. This poor Vulcan is just trying to push it just as hard as he can and just can't get anything out of his mech. That's the thing about 40-ton mechs in general, is either it's like the Vulcan and mounts lots of guns but can't sink heat, or it's like the Assassin that doesn't mount any guns and can't deal any damage. That might have been a good time for a death from above. Turn off the AC2. That looks decent. I'd forgotten that that Vulcan was legged as well. Otherwise, we'd have gone for that other leg, perhaps. But oh well. It's not like any of the salvage, like, it's not like we're not at our salvage cap already. We definitely are. I don't think there's any reason to precision strike him either. We're just going to let him have it. We'll probably end up just turning around the Cyclops and punching him into oblivion, or giving him all 6 medium lasers. That really seems like the optimal damage profile for this particular mech, just because of what a bizarre creature it is anyway. Because 6 medium lasers, that's a lot of damage. Merry Christmas. Yep. I physically can't believe that Centurion didn't do anything this turn. Like, come on. Support your lance. They need your help. That was something big that just happened. Arm blew off. Okay. Medusa's like way over here. I'm sure that we can pull him around and shoot this trebuchet in the back. Maybe that's what we should do. Now we're gonna wait. We're gonna use him later. I think we got either an Alpha Strike or something close left in us. That all looks fine. I don't think it even really matters much where our damage lands, but we'll try and at least minimize these threats. Yeah, that's a good angle. Ow. Tired of us ignoring you, Mr. Enforcer? Developing a bit of a complex, are we? These guys both have a good angle on the Enforcers, so I think I will try and jump Medusa, but not too far, so that we can actually attack from the rear. That's probably all we're going to get out of him. Boom. Alright, do me a favor and everyone dogpile on this Enforcer. And please don't reserve this turn. Thank you. I can reserve. You can't reserve. Or I don't even care if you reserve. Just don't brace this turn. Headshot, nice. It was all very solid. Oh, we have coolant dump again. We're definitely going to use that. I actually think I'm going to walk the Cyclops in first, because I don't want the Cyclops to be in Decker's way. There we go. Welcome to die. I think we've got enough for both precision strikes. What we can do is we can just go for the leg shot, and then maybe it won't matter if we get a precision strike or not, because it'll give us one. Duh. Alright. Probably going to be a kill shot no matter what, but we'll go for a headshot just for the lulz. Gonna not forget to turn my guns back on like I love to do. There we go. Alright, Medusa. Tell me, are you above kicking a guy while he's down? Because I kind of doubt it. Pew pew. Nope, that's the end of you. So that was a super clean mission. Hopefully the other missions on Mector go as well. I might get another one in here. Alright, another 10%. I mean, it's barely any money because we put it all into salvage, but rightly so, because we're going to get an assault mech out of this. Not only that, it's probably the best missile boat in the game. And looks like I can take the quick draw. Let's see, I can finish the Wolverine and the Assassin and have 2 mechs to sell. There's a +3 LRM-10, which is very good, plus damage, medium laser, which is good. Mostly, I think we'll focus on our finances, though. And it's my guess that yanking these two mechs off the field rather than one quick draw is going to be better economics. I also think that might be my first assassin, so it's a new Pokemon as well. Got a piece of Trebuchet as well. Got one piece of the quick draw. Got the LRM-10. No, that all went super well. No one got hurt. No mechs were damaged. If you guys didn't know, there's a lot more. We're focusing mostly on the main campaign and story of BattleTech. But there also is just a lot of other stuff you can do with this game. That's the 6R that we're readying, right? Or is this the 6R that we're readying? That's kind of annoying because we are readying a mech and we got one, but whatever. To storage. It's like we're going to need to invest in our third mech bay here shortly. What I'll do is I'll do another episode shortly, and the rest of this can be the refit on the Stalker, because Stalkers are dirty, dirty, dirty. So this fits, it basically fits the argument as to why you don't have too many missile slots on missile boats, but it's already too many. We have 4, which is enough to do anything. And so, and we're going to be as terrifying as possible. We're going to drop those large lasers because our large range profile is going to be on another level. Seriously though, stalkers are nutso. Like, this thing started with max firepower. We're going to be more heat efficient than that, but you can definitely build a stalker that will just make your enemies hate life. Simply stated. So I've got 4 of these LRM-10s that do stability damage. That's probably what we're going to start with for the core of this mech. This is going to be very close to like what you would expect to see from a salvage mech, or a mech that's designed to salvage other mechs. You can definitely make them better. But plus stability damage is just fine. You don't really need extra damage either. That's 2 LRM-20s. We want at least one more LRM rack. We do have one double heatsink. Do we have any, oh, this only takes heavy jump jets? I don't know who approved that design, but whatever. Mounts 3 heavy jump jets, why not? They only weigh 1 ton. I mean, that's all pretty solid. Like, this is already really good. Might not seem like it, but it's very good. We didn't shed any heat sinks. probably start by putting some medium lasers on. You can definitely put bigger LRMs on it. You don't have to do it like me. We'll max its armor out, and that should be just fine. Heat efficiency is more than good enough. Firepower is still respectable. Movement vastly improved. The Stalker needs jump jets badly. Average range went up. Not that that really matters too much. Heat efficiency much improved. We've got this errant heatsink here, and I could put the double heatsink on it. We got a comm system kicking around. I didn't know that. There we go. Not too bad. Don't know when we'll use it, but now that we can comfortably field a full assault lance that's not going to have two Cyclopses on it. You see what I mean? Like, anyway, that's pretty cool looking. Yeah, that's pretty neat looking. This arm-mounted rocket launcher, if you ever play EDF as Fencer, Fencer has a rocket launcher that looks something like that, and his are also arm-mounted, if you want to think about it that way at least. So yeah, here's the assassin. It's sad, like one medium laser and two missiles, SRM2 and an LRM5. In MechWarrior 5, and if I were to use one in this, I go full into SRMs, and it makes the mech much better. Because, like, look at this. This is ridiculous. Let's check out the intercept system. Ignores 3 evasion, so that's pretty good. I guess for an opening shot, it's, I don't know, your damage potential is just so limited, so it's kind of like a scout mech that you don't, with the intercept system, you don't have to put a scout on it. You're not going to be sensor locking. Instead, you're going to get line of sight and shoot SRMs at it, and your shots will probably hit, and you'll do 25 damage. Good for you. Going in the box. Okay. I think we're pretty much right at an hour. What I might do is I could go forward in time and get some of these other mechs out into the world. There we go. We're going to refit this as a fire support mech. LRM-15, you can either do 1 or 2 racks. This is a little annoying in here. Would much rather have that support slot basically anywhere else. You usually carry an AC5. I miss the rifles. I do miss those because sticking a there's a plus damage AC2 that's respectable enough. I think our heat sinking plus jump jets is going to pretty much round off the mech. I'm sure if we maxed out its armor, yeah, it would be all it could handle. I mean, heat efficiency is still fine, miraculously, so even with 3 LRM5s on it. There are definitely some flaws with this design, mainly that it relies completely on ammunition. I don't know. I'm looking at it here and I don't know how much more we could do for it that would make it that much better though. I mean, this is a very solid long-range profile. You could basically shoot it until it was empty and then move in for melee attacks. We could give it a support weapon. Not a flamer. Like a small laser, lose half a ton of armor. That way it wouldn't be totally useless in melee combat. Its melee is pretty poor. We need, someone's probably spotted this already, but we need a Shadowhawk 2D, because this is what we would want to do with our Shadowhawk 2D all the way down to the loadout, except the 2D is just better at it. But we need another medium mech, so this is probably going to have to hold down the fort in the meantime. What we could do might be responsible, going to hurt our damage potential further, but we could drop an LRM5 and put those other 2 tons of armor on there. Its armoring isn't pathetic though. It's hard to say because it does have this long range and you can keep it, and we put a laser on it now. Let's build it as is, and if I hate it, I'll change it. Alright, thanks for sticking around. If you guys want to, you can come right into the next one. I'm going right into the next one. And if not, I'll me or future me will say hi to you next time. Thanks for watching.